Alright my peeps, today I'm going to show you how I built this Lego floating shelf. To start with, you're going to need a lot of bricks, and I mean a lot. I'm not sure how many entirely, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is 1,000, even 2,000 total bricks. I'm not sure I've got enough. Probably have enough bricks, I'm not sure I have enough of the right bricks, but we're going to get started. What we've got going is from the center of this Technic block pack to the center of the next one is 16 inches. And then there'll be another stud at the center of this one, and this one, carrying the load. And then what we've got right here is a plate with holes. So I think that's a Technic plate. And then there is a round brick here, Technic type brick. And this is so that when we build the shelf from underneath, we can push this up through, and that will lock the shelf to the bracket. Okay, now all I've done here is go back and fill this in with brick, using as long a brick as I can to help create the stability that's going to allow this piece to support the shelf. And then here, again, using as long a brick as possible, I'm creating the pegs which the shelf slides onto and keeps it from tipping. So okay, and now I've gone back and I've added another row of block, locking everything so the layer beneath is all running this way. Now this layer, for the most part, is all running 90 to that, locking it all in. Adding in another layer on the pegs and locking those in at the back, all the way down. And then just, again, keeping this little bit opening here, you can start to see it's going to create a pocket that the screw head can sit in, and then when the shelf is put on and pushed into place flush here, the screw head won't interfere with that. And then by having that one little plate down there, it's going to allow me to have the screw head plus the washer as far as holding this to the wall. So now we're going to go back and we're going to add another row of brick going lengthwise this way, putting in more of the Technic bricks in the wall mount bracket areas along the way. Okay, a third row of brick. You can see now we have two sets of Technic brick here that we can eventually put screws through to mount to the wall. And then we've got our pins here that the shelf slides onto. Another wall mount area, second pin, third pin, fourth pin, third and fourth. So 1, 2, 3, 4 spots for screws, 16 inches on center, and 1, 2, 3, 4 pins that we slide the shelf onto. All right then, now we've gone and we've added one row of plate on top of this row of brick. Our next step is going to be to put a layer of 4 stud wide plates all the way across the top, locking everything in by putting this one layer of plate here. Then we're again creating room for the washer to fit underneath that plate. Okay, so our last step now is going to be to put tile all the way across this and all across the top of the pegs here that the shelf slides onto. And you can see that it has gotten to be quite strong, as I can pick it up from the very end here and hold it all the way out there. All right, so here we are. Got tiles on top of the pegs and tile on top of the bracket here. And then just to give you a quick little demonstration, I built a little mock-up of the shelf, and this is just gonna slide on there right like that. So you can see the peg and the channel that it sits on, and then the shelf back here, and then underneath in the full shelf we'll be able to push a pin through the bottom of the shelf and into the bracket, and that will hold the shelf on. Okay, so that was a little more difficult than I expected, and it used more bricks than I expected. I'm not worried about the color pattern there because what's actually going to show is the bottom side and the black. Obviously would have liked to have had a lot more larger sized plates, especially in the black, than I did, but this is what we've got right now so far, so we'll keep going with this and see how far we can get. All right then, so a little bit has happened off camera here. You can see I've got the base down there of the actual shelf, and here's the bracket that mounts to the wall that I've just set in place on there right now. And all I've really done here is add tiles back here and here to be able to slide the shelf onto the bracket at the appropriate time. Okay, so now there is the bracket back here, and I've built these 4 channels to receive the pins from the bracket, and let's see, you can see I can pick the whole thing up right in the middle here, and it's holding the shelf. So we're gonna continue on and build out the face of the shelf. I don't think I have anywhere near enough plates to do the top of the shelf, but we'll see how far we can get. All right then. Well, This is about as far as I can take it right now. I need to get some more black plates to cover this so it is color coordinated that way. And then you can see on the face here, I have used some Technic bricks and pins so I can come back eventually and put a white signpost type thing across here with some tiles, and then I can put something about the name of the rocket or NASA or something on the front of there. So pretty pleased with that so far, and we'll come back to this when we get some bricks to finish it. All right, guys and gals, there is the finished shelf. I think it looks pretty dang good. I'm very happy with it, though I will sheepishly admit that as much as I hate when Lego gives us stickers, I did resort to some vinyl printable inkjet sticker paper to make that there. But yeah, I think it's time to get it on the wall, which of course you guys have already seen. So if you like this episode, please consider liking and subscribing and dropping a comment below. And don't forget to hit the notifications, that way you'll never miss an episode. So thanks for watching, guys and gals.